Chapter 118, Mountain Peak. Maharaj, when you get to a certain level, be cautious. Don't allow any thoughts back in. Keep body knowledge out. Stay with there is nothing there. No suspicions and no doubts. Keep your eye on the target, the top of the mountain. If you lose your concentration, hear a noise, or get drawn to an attraction, you will not be able to fly to heaven. You are already there. You just have to convince yourself. If you pay attention to other people's thoughts, you will be distracted at the end of life. This is a direct road. There are no bypasses. With direct hammering, you will know that you are final truth. You are final truth. Once you hold a spiritual position, you need to be steadfast and alert. There was one devout devotee. I used to say to him, "You are nearly at the peak." Suddenly, he developed a physical problem and he stopped coming to the ashram. He threw everything away for some petty matter. There is no need to let physical or bodily problems take over. You have to stay as you were prior to the body, prior to beingness. Your own thoughts, your own feelings are creating problems for you without your knowledge. Questioner, you said, be like you were before prior to beingness. I can't imagine that. Maharaj, that spirit which cannot be imagined is spontaneous, invisible, anonymous presence. Questioner, what should we think it is like? Maharaj, it is beyond thinking. After knowing the reality, the world is within me. Accept that ultimate truth totally, not physically, not mentally, but spiritually. Questioner, why is karma not explained in the Gita by Krishna? Maharaj, many things are explained. What karma? Questioner, if you do something bad, Maharaj, there is no bad, no good. What is bad for the animal is good for the butcher. Forget about the Upanishads, Vedas, Krishna, Rama. This is spiritual entertainment. I am talking about prior to beingness. All this literal knowledge is half knowledge. Without your presence, who is going to talk about the Upanishads, Mahabharata, Vedas? Stay with prior to beingness. Try to see within your selfless self. Your invisible presence is the father of all this knowledge. I am inviting the attention of the invisible listener in you. Prior to body knowledge, did you know the Vedas, Upanishads? You offer namaskaram to me. Who is that me? Who is that me? It is that invisible presence. Throw out all illusion. All this external knowledge has disabled you. Have you seen God? Any God? Questioner, sometimes. Maharaj, only sometimes? Not always? Questioner, some phenomenon. Maharaj, without your presence there's no God. You are not accepting this truth. The devotee is God all along, but when he realizes he is God, the devotee vanishes and one alone remains. After knowing the reality, you are to erase all concepts. My master used to say, all that you have read and listened to, just minus it all and then talk. Think out of the circle, out of the body root. Don't stress the intellect. This is very, very simple knowledge. We have become victims, trapped in our own web of knowledge, Brahman, Atman, etc. Who says these things? I am inviting attention of that questioner, through which that question arises. Maharaj, don't nod your head unless you are convinced. Questioner, but that might take 100 years. Maharaj, if you had been sitting in a dark cave for years, and then suddenly you have light, are you going to say, I'm not going to use the light just yet? I will wait for another 100 years. No, the change is instant, immediate. When you see the light, don't hesitate, don't postpone it, and stay in the darkness. There is no tomorrow. Don't measure yourself in body form. Just know yourself in a real sense. We have been depending on what we have read and listened to. We have been trying to know the spiritual life through physical knowledge. All these imaginary gods will dissolve, along with all the concepts, including hell and heaven. People are so afraid of concepts like hell, even though no one has ever seen it. Your inner master is very powerful. Please your inner master. He is God. Your external master has told you that you are Almighty God, omnipresent, ultimate truth. You are not accepting it so easily. Somewhere there is some doubt. How can I be Almighty God? You should come forward with conviction and feeling that says, yes, I am Almighty God. You need complete faith in yourself and in the Master, and then you will come forward. No halfway measures. Complete involvement is a must. You know how to swim, so jump in, practice. You need to jump in with courage, strength, guts. Everything is in you, but you are not using your power. You can control bad thoughts with the master key. Change your view to see your selfless self. With courage, know and feel, I am not the body, I am Mahatma. This conviction leads to knowledge. Forget about the Vedas, they brought you here. Literal knowledge indicated you are a master, you are ultimate truth. No need to be so serious either. Be happy. Be happy because you know the reality. The searcher found what you were searching for. What you were searching for was found in you. It was there all the time. I went in search of God and I became God, said Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda used to wander around asking people, have you seen God? He got no response until he approached Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and asked him the same question. Ramakrishna replied, yes, my child, I have seen God. I see him as I see you here, only more clearly. God can be seen. One can talk to him. I can show you God. Swami Vivekananda was not only surprised, he was astounded. He knew that Ramakrishna's words had been uttered from the inner depths. Oh, this is the first time I have heard anyone say this, said Vivekananda. Vivekananda knew intuitively that he was face to face with a genuine master. He was face to face with reality. God was very much alive in him. Vivekananda had no doubt about this master, as no one before him had spoken in such a way. He said, "I have seen God and I can show you." That is something exceptional. The same thing was told by Nisargadatta Maharaj. "I'm not making you a disciple because the Master is already within you. I am showing you the Master in you."